You were here with Derrick Draven, and with me is
AJ.
super excited and probably just woke up. Alright, so I'm here to show you the little ins and outs of WWE 13. If you haven't played it already, you definitely should if you were a fan of the series. Maybe not the last, I want to say 4. They haven't been super great, but this one has a lot of interesting stuff. And as you can see right here, they do a lot of Attitude Era. The Attitude Era is your main story mode, and it's fantastic. For the kids who didn't grow up in the Attitude Era, it's a great history lesson, and for those who did, like myself, it is a great way to go back and be like, I remember that moment, and I remember that moment, and if you're me, I remember what happened before and after these moments, because I'm a wrestling psycho, and I remember pretty much everything that happened, and the micro things that happened before and after. So anyways, let's jump right in. I'm going to go to play here. Also, if you see on the screen here, you can make the matches. This is my favorite thing ever. You can make the matches, the match experience. You got normal, you got a quick match, you get your finishers faster, people take damage, and you got epic. And trust me, epic is epic. There would be no Chris Jericho without Shawn Michaels, and there would be no Derrick Draven without Chris Jericho. So we have Triple H against Triple H. AJ is currently playing as Attitude Era Triple H. They also have Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Nice crouch chop right there.
Dick.
The controls are basically the same from last year. There are, like I said, there are a lot of extra stuff. There are just more situations that you can get people in, and I think it flows a lot better. If you look off to the corner, you can see, you can just tell, maybe they didn't have enough time, or maybe it just looks off to me, but Kane does not look that great over there. Maybe it's his hair.
I think it's his hair.
It's everything about him. AJ's been helping me when it comes to creating people and trying to figure out the correct hair color, like the real hair color.
Yeah.
Not just like, blonde hair is the yellow, then dumb it down a little bit. And AJ's going from behind. You hate?
I hate him.
You can tell a lot about a person's demeanor when they're well known for busting sledgehammers over heads.
Keeps counting like a dick.
Yeah, there are a lot of counter. Yeah, Jordan was saying when we were first playing that he thinks that maybe they overused the counter system to, what was it? Kind of show, and like it replaces the wrestling. Like whereas they've got the normal wrestling. As I hold Kane here, and you can't even dive off because he's so close. But they do a lot of countering and like counters into counters, and then it'll kind of they'll break off, and the announcers will say, "Well, nobody's getting leverage," and or a nice sequence there. The announcers this year, Jerry the King Lawler and Michael Cole, as last year. If you do Attitude Era mode, it is the King, JR, those two together, repeating a lot of the things they said back in the day, and that's what I mean by if you were there back in the day in the Attitude Era, you'll see a lot of things as I get pushed off, a lot of things, and grab this. This is getting hardcore, apparently.
See, as a casual wrestler, though, I don't know the appropriate times when to counter like all the moves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Bring him back in here. I want to teabag him.
He's gonna counter me. There we go. I wish there was slightly more moves there. I mean, I know you can't do everything within 1 year. Everybody sees a lot of things. Well, you wish this and you wish that, and I wish that American wrestling games were made by Square Enix.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But then they all have feather hair.
Well, no. All-Star Pro Wrestling in Japan was done by Square Enix, and the first 2 were bad, and the third one, possibly the greatest wrestling game I have ever seen. And hopefully Jordan and I are able to show a little bit of that, because we actually purchased All-Star Pro Wrestling 3. And after we learn the move, or the way to play, because it's very intricate. We'll talk more about that later, but we're going to get into this.
But this isn't a no disqualification match.
He might be
Right
trying
there.
to get disqualified.
You can you're going to get yourself disqualified, son.
These superstars are so unpredictable.
Apparently not
How do
by,
I tag you?
not by chucking a chair at him, but just hitting him with it. That's two completely different things. You're just putting it down
Exactly.
harshly.
Just putting it down.
It's
Oh, that's right.
when you get over there.
And there's the
And
double
Triple
team.
H attacking Triple H once again to the spine
Oh my god.
and the ass muscle.
Will he submit to the
Oh,
camel
really?
clutch here?
You know, would you think that if young Triple H was injured by old Triple H, that old Triple H would then feel that pain that may have lingered on? Like if he just like tore an eyeball out, all of a sudden an eyeball would be gone.
I
That's-
totally went to tag you and I climbed the rope.
Oh, well, Triple H is gonna chuck Triple H.
Yeah, you know what?
Appear to be
Triple H is a
casualties
dick.
as a result of that
Yeah,
superplex.
Krista thinks so too. My fiance played No Mercy, and for those of you who remember No Mercy,
It's all you, man.
all right, as I come back in here doing some swank arm work right there,
Michaels squeezing
like I'm
down on
Johnny
the head.
Saint. No one will get that reference. But anyways,
I didn't get it.
These guys will throw
Krista, my
caution to the
fiance,
wind
was
and
playing
just
the
go full
women's
speed ahead.
division storyline for No Mercy, and for those who remember, you have to actually fight Triple H in it as a female.
Amazing atmosphere
And she
in
was
this
so
arena
pissed
tonight.
off. She hates Triple H with a passion to this day because of that. She had no idea how I beat it and was able to unlock the women's title. And I told her I cheated. I used Kane.
Cracking from that backbreaker.
True story. I was like, well, I know I got to fight him eventually, so I'm just gonna, get ready to fight him. It's very not fair. On the ground, you've got limb targeting stuff too. That is a sick. You put that on certain people, and that is just a very, very sick knee. As I get poked in the eye. Also, I don't know. I feel like there should be more counters on the ground because there's like the eye gouge and I think the eye gouge. That's it, really, or the low blow. There
Yeah.
are certain like punches, but like for babyface technical wrestlers, you're not gonna poke somebody in the
Michaels
eye.
has been through so many wars here in the
So I think that there just should be some more, like a more technical switch up.
Good in-ring presence shown
I
by
do
the
love
game.
that though. It looks very nice. There's a new, I like that. But Shawn Michaels is, he's a heel. So,
Oh, you dick.
why would you do that to yourself,
Oh
game?
my god.
Yeah, there's a lot of counters. I'm only playing on hard right now just because I didn't want to look too pathetic. Because it gets fun, and you start to have too much fun playing, and then by the end of it, if you're on Legendary, you'll lose. Because you're not thinking about just winning. If you have fun with the game on Legendary, 9 times out of 10 you're going to lose.
Oh, you got it. Why do I even bother sometimes?
There's a ton of shenanigans in this match. This is definitely not a, I love those. Well, my favorite is the leg attacks for the targeting.
Drops the elbow.
They're so pretty.
The Heartbreak Kid is feeding off the WWE Universe.
And the Heartbreak Kid is feeding off the WWE Universe. I'll cut the sound. Nobody can hear me steal that.
You have to
Oh!
respect the confidence
And he
of
channels Samoa Joe.
Michaels has the headlock. What a
But yeah, for those who
devastating
maybe stopped playing the series, this is definitely one that you should pick up to start playing again. And hopefully it gets even better. Normally, it's like
Michaels has
they
the
give
arm.
you something big. Like the limb targeting system last year was something big, and then they just take out a bunch of little stuff. But this year, I mean, there was stuff that they took out, but there wasn't a lot that they took out. Not enough to make me go, well, they did this, but it wasn't worth it.
And Shawn Michaels is going up. Watch it. How's he
Double
still
axe
on his
handle.
feet?
What? Come all the way over here. I know it's not going to be a finish,
Shawn's getting some
but
rhythm
Derrick
going.
Draven doesn't like his finishers being the finish all the time. I'm not the WWE. I don't have the 5 moves of doom.
And there
Booyah!
chin music.
Yeah, taunt with it.
Be knocking boots.
Knock, knock, knocking no boots.
Somehow, someway,
Comeback system. The comeback system is a lot easier.
I like
although, Yeah, I couldn't get the comeback system to work a lot last year, and I put it on AJ's Caw both years, and I could barely get it to work if I ever used him, and I don't think he ever got it to work last year.
No, but
this
year I
it's
can.
just, you know, it's a little bit quicker, it's snappier. The same thing, if anybody ever had a problem with when you double grapple and you go into that, you know, power of strength kind of deal, this right here, and Kane will probably beat me. Oh, he didn't. All right. Normally, it was the computer won 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, unless you put, like, work into him, unless he was dead and you were just peachy. But now I think it's a lot more about how much damage they've taken and their strength and how much you actually tap the button. Like, that actually factors in, unlike last year where it was like, yeah, you tap it once, it counts. As long as you're the big man and you're the computer. And Kane showing his crazy agility.
Goes behind, and he dodges that one.
Oh, also, I haven't showed this to anybody, and right here, you can activate your leverage pin ability right there. Oh yeah, you can just activate it. It's an offensive thing now. And if 2 people have that leverage thing, you can counter a leverage pin with another leverage pin and just continue going back and forth. As more shenanigans are had in the corner over there, young Triple H is just deciding to kill. He's gonna maim old Triple H. Or the opposite's gonna happen.
Oh my God! See, this is why I don't start shit. You see what happens? See what happens?
To be honest, AJ starts shit all the time, but normally I'm not fighting a big red monster. In real life, I'm just there, so he can talk all the shit, and then I'm forced to do the rest of the work. Isn't that right, AJ?
Yep.
AJ is the kind of guy who'll sleep with your girlfriend and then tell you about it. As long as I'm there. Hey Derrick, I slept with this girl. She's hot. Yeah, she's a boyfriend. That's neat. Yeah, I told him that you were gonna kill him. Oh, okay. I don't know about that. Yeah, he's 6'7". I'm pretty sure he works out.
Into the headlock. Michaels controlling the head.
Putting more work to the head. I don't even think I need to. If you look at him, he is destroyed there. But it's fun. I find I use the
Don't worry, I'm working his legs too.
yeah, I use the limb targeting system so much in this one, and sort of the computers. There is a when you create a wrestler, you can decide, like they've got like 100% on their damage, and then if you do certain stuff, apparently I have a comeback, which I'm going to use just for funsies. All right. Booyah!
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, there is a damage meter, so you can make it so perhaps their arms are weaker than their legs, and their legs are super strong. Well, that's a cool idea, but there is a downside. The computer goes directly after that weakest body part, and he does it forever, and he just goes right towards it. And AJ found that out firsthand with his character.
Yeah.
AJ, who had real-life shoulder surgery, so I made his arm a little bit weaker than the rest of his body. And they would not stop going after his arm. Every match, all the computers, every time.
That left arm. Both of them, technically. But.
Well, yeah. Oh, God, I love it. That's in Derrick's arsenal. I'm going to finish this. This is over.
Do it.
Little sweet chin music.
Oh my, almost took their head off. And will this be it? 2.
What's up, Kane? Oh, caught the ropes there. All right. I'm a taunt, apparently.
The referee getting involved now.
Partner looking out for him there.
Dread and I were contemplating doing one of those online federations because we have so much fun making storylines on our off time and doing all sorts of fun stuff and just making epic matches. And we have some really epic matches that we'd love for you guys to see, so we might do that if you want us to. Or if you just want to see more of AJ in a Speedo.
Yeah!
He's got some fun phrases on his tights.
Here we go. Tree of woe.
Oh, you are completely defensive
I just heard Bruce
I
laughing.
did too.
I don't know what he's doing. I think he's playing Halo. We'll do more. We'll do that a lot. You may have already seen some of those videos.
Are you kidding me? Look what he just did. Are you kidding me? Don't you you dickhole. I will punch your poop. I am not kidding you.
But I still don't see him giving up.
I am not a fan of that phrase.
I like that phrase.
Not a huge fan.
Continues to fight. The game
Ah!
will never surrender.
But yeah, as time goes on, you'll realize that the AI got a lot smarter.
Yeah.
They did, and it's a good thing. It really is.
It is, but they're assholes. Like, look at that.
I'm on hot tag. Hot tag. You just gotta hit the buttons, and you gotta finish your stored up. So there you go. Get some revenge. No,
Are you kidding me?
you still have a finisher because of mine. Here,
The game.
screw legit stuff. Shenanigans.
You kicked me.
Whatever. I got you out of a pin,
And the ref starts
and I dropped him. All right. It's anarchy in the ring. Pick his ass up, or punch him in the face.
Punch him in the face.
and there's a hard shot.
I don't want to be a
delivered by the
gentleman with
game.
it. Are you kidding me?
Can he score the
Just
pin?
pin him.
All right, you got a finisher there, so snap that off. Right there.
Suck a dick.
The crowd. Yeah, we never talked about this, but the
Oh,
crowd,
yeah.
it reacts so well. There are times where the crowd is so loud you can't hear the announcers. Oh, it's I made an elimination. Kill him. Do some tag work right here.
Yeah. Suck our dicks. DP. DP. I'm gonna get him too.
Didn't happen.
Look how groggy he looks. He's in desperation here.
You want to enlighten the fans on the DP?
Light the fan. Double penetration. What? Yeah. Get up. Lay on him. I want him gone. Can you tell?
I see that. Oh, you want to do the greatest tactic of Derrick Draven and AJ Cool?
That's not good.
Here, I'll even give you the win.
Kane with a devastating
You can
counter.
definitely pin him right after this. If you kick
He
out.
may get the 3 count right here. Heartbreak Kid's been eliminated.
All right, pin his ass.
The big red machine has been busted open.
What heart?
What are you doing?
Playing with my food.
Don't play with your food. That chair shot was absolutely enough. See? Now you spirit. Kane's gonna kill you. I hope Kane wins now.
Are you kidding me? We're bros.
We were, but you
We're
screwed.
bros.
You screwed up the Derrick
We're
Draven,
Bros.
AJ Cool
We're bros.
chair shot bitch slap. You can scream we're bros all you want.
Come
Kane's
on.
still gonna
I'm gonna
make you his
rape
fiery
him with
red-headed bitch.
my dick.
That should do it right
You
there.
almost got it? No, all right.
Bitch.
Straight right.
I'd love for maybe some of the casual fans to tell me what you think of it, and even more so the hardcore fans. I'd like to see maybe some of the things that you saw that aren't in the game that you'd love to be in the game, Antonio Cesaro. But he will be, and it's going to be fantastic. If anybody listens to the podcast, I was more excited about the DLC for this game than I was about the game itself. And the DLC's already really cool.
Did you just make
Huh,
me bleed?
see what I did there?
Yeah, well, you made me bleed.
Because
so.
too cool.
And this has got to be it.
And we lost. Don't play with your food, AJ.
Screw you. You had to go hit him with the chair.
Yeah.
I'm the
'Cause
one
I-
who hits him with the chair.
Whatever. All right, so that was
Stupid nasty bitch.
Degeneration X versus super old, everything hanging down Triple H, and it just looks bad. I don't know what happened. I mean, I didn't like his costume when he came back. I didn't mind the mask, but I don't think you can, like, the mask doesn't look as cool in the game because it doesn't have that leathery, almost
It looks
human
fleshy.
skin. It's supposed to look fleshy, but I think it should look more fleshy in this. It doesn't have it enough. Copyright 1999. Attitude. Well, you saw a little bit of what W13 had to offer, and there's so much more, and we'll probably get into that a whole lot later. I really want to do a lot more videos with this, a lot more of my own creations. I have so much fun doing my own creations. I'd love for you guys to see them. But this has been Derrick Draven.
And AJ.
Getting our asses handed to us because of AJ. Don't look at me like that. We had a plan, and you screwed up the plan.
Derrick's a bitch. Little bitch.
Whatever.
Little bitch.
So, this has been us doing some tag teaming WWE 13. Dig it?